Okay, so welcome to this morning's hybrid class. I have a little helper with me this morning, trying out socially distanced yoga slash online yoga hybrid class. So this morning is all about the bum. It's going to be glutalicious, if that's even a word. But we'll start with warming up. So as always, Amy's going to have to stop filing her nails and get ready for fascia circles. So starting with the left leg, circling through the ankle to start with, few circles one way, and then take those circles in the other direction. And then when you've done a few circles each way, moving into the knee. Taking the circles one way and then the other way. And then into the hip. As you guys all know, this is a great way for warming up the body and just getting movement through all the major joints in the body. And then take those circles in the other direction. Excellent. And then we'll move to the other side. So circling through the right ankle, a few circles one way, and then the other way. And then into the knee. And then the other way. And then into the hip. Oh, clunk, clunk. And then take those circles in the other direction. Beautiful. Then bring both feet down to the ground, slightly wider than hip width, and circle through those hips, really bringing them forwards and taking them back. Fascia circles is a nice gentle way to start before what comes next. And then take those circles in the other direction. And then bringing the hips to stillness, really concentrate into the ribs and circle through those ribs. We're all getting slightly better at this now. The brain was ready for it this morning. And then take those circles in the other direction. Good stuff. And then a few circles to the shoulders, hunching them up and then dragging the shoulder blades down the back. And then the other way, squeezing them behind you, rolling the shoulders forwards. Then let's circle through the wrists. And the other way. Maybe do a couple each way with the fists closed to really get into the forearms. And then moving into the elbows. And take them the other way. And then big circles through the shoulders, really reaching up and stretching back. Getting all into all those crunchy bits in the shoulder blades. And then circle them forwards. Nia and Louise, who've both got tight shoulders, that's brilliant form this morning, well done. Oh, and then let that come down, take the left ear to the left shoulder. Maybe let's have a bit of self-love this morning and give yourself a little massage into the side of the neck and over the top of the shoulder. And then take your chin down towards the shoulder and scrape it all the way around the collarbones until you come to the other side. And then take the ear towards the shoulder. Give the other side a little bit of love, maybe squeezing those muscles over. And then take that chin back towards the shoulder, scrape it all the way around the front. And then let's go straight back to the other side, scraping it around the front. And then back again to the start. And then bring the head back up to level, chin parallel to the floor, turn and look over the left shoulder, and then back to center, and then over the right shoulder, and then back to center. Turn towards the left, and back to center, and then towards the right, and back to center. And then last one, drop the chin down towards the chest, interlace the fingers, take them behind the skull. So you're cupping the back of the skull in your palms, and press the back of your head up into your hands as much as you press your hands into your head, getting a stretch down the back of the neck. Couple of breaths. Excellent. Then let that go. Take a nice bend in the knees so that the legs are nice and relaxed. We'll do a few Tai Chi breaths. So hands out in front of you. Inhale as you open the arms and expand the chest and the ribs. And then exhale as you bring the hands back together again. Inhale to open. And then exhale, bring the hands back together. Inhale. Exhale. Really expanding through that chest. And taking 1 foot forward and 1 foot back. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, push the hands forward as you push the breath away from you. And then inhale as you bring the hands back towards the chest, taking the weight in the back leg. Exhale forwards. Inhale back. Exhale forwards. Inhale back. Exhale forwards. Bring the other leg forward. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale forwards. Exhale back. I switched it the other way then, didn't I? Just mixing it up. One more. Excellent. And come towards the tops of your mats. We'll do a couple of sun salutations and then we'll get into our HIIT. Okay, you're not on camera that end if you want to come that end. Or maybe just, but that's fine. Right, so let's inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding forwards. Bend the legs a lot. Inhale, halfway lift, long back, long neck. Exhale, fold. Stepping back with the left leg, step back with the right leg. Bring the knees to the floor, and then take the chest and the chin to the floor, and then scoot forwards into Cobra. Really relaxing the shoulders down the back, stretching the chest forwards. Exhale down, tuck the toes, take the hips back towards the heels, and then press up into your first downward dog of the day. Have a little wiggle and a jiggle here. Maybe padding one heel down to the floor, then the other heel down to the floor. Then come up onto the tiptoes, take the chest through towards the thighs. Just moving wherever your body feels it needs to move. Then looking forward, step forward with the left leg, step forward with the right leg. Inhale, halfway lift, long back, long neck. Exhale, fold, big bend in the knees. Inhale, roll all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Other side, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long back. Exhale, fold. Step back with the right leg, step back with the left leg. Take the knees to the floor, Take the chest and the chin to the floor, and then scoot yourself forward into cobra. Stretching the chest forward so the tummy is extended. Relaxing the shoulders down the back. Exhale down, tuck the toes. Hips back towards the heels, and then up into downward facing dog. Again, maybe come up onto the tiptoes. Encourage the heels down towards the floor. Legs can be bent. Really long back. So really long line of energy from your wrists all the way up to your sit bones. And looking forward, step forward with the right leg, step forward with the left leg. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Now a bit faster, and this time you have the choice of knees, chest, chin, cobra, or chaturanga up dog. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step or jump back to plank. Landing lightly. Knees, chest, chin, or down through chaturanga, into cobra, or upward facing. Really engage the core, engage the legs. Take the hips up, come over into your downward facing dog. Bend the knees a lot, look forward, step or jump forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way to the top. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good work. One more. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale down. Step or jump back to plank, landing as light as you can. Come down through chaturanga or knees, chest, chin, into cobra or up dog. Really stretch that belly long. Relax the shoulders. Take the hips up, come over into your downward facing dog. Then looking forwards, bend the knees a lot, step or jump forwards, landing lightly. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale, fold. Inhale, up, exhale, hands back to heart center. I'm hot already. Phew. Right, let's get into that bum. So, oh, you're going to love this. Not a lot, but you'll love it. The first round is a yoga squat challenge. We love a challenge. There's going to be 4 different exercises, 2 rounds of each. We want to make sure that our bum is low to the mat. Okay, so we're not doing a squat up here. We're getting the legs as close to 90 degrees as we can. The first 2 rounds are going to be little pulses from that 90 degrees, tiny little pulses. The next 2 is going to be squeezing the knees together like you're riding a horse. The next 2 is going to be opening the knees apart. So we're really getting into our bum muscles. You're going to love it. And the last 2, staying down in our squat, we're doing toe taps out to the side. And then we'll lay on the floor and cry for a minute before we do the next round. Is everybody ready? Yes, I'm born ready. So first round is little pulses. So you want your feet quite wide in this one. It's almost a goddess pose, really. We're coming down, so we're into our squat, and then we're pulsing, tiny, tiny little pulses. I would try and do it a little bit slowly, keep the breath moving, and really feel those bum muscles working. It is all about the glutes, glutes, and rest. All about the glutes today. Obviously, on the rest, do whatever feels good for your body. Round 2. So tiny, tiny little pulses, making sure that your bum is low. After the grass, I think, is another phrase. So nice little pulses. You can feel already you're going to love this by round 8. And rest. So the next one, we're squeezing the knees together like we're squeezing our knees into, if you're riding a horse. So nice and low, squeeze those knees in, squeeze them in. Really feel the inner thighs working. Get those bums nice and low. Squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Keep breathing. Have to keep breathing. And rest. Feel free to kick the legs off in between if that feels good. We've got one more of the squeezing. Yeah, it's hot this morning. Down we go, squeezing those knees in. We should have like some Grand National music. I don't know what the Grand National music is though. Was that close enough? And rest. Okay, so this next one is knees opening. Closing, opening. A little bit of everything for everyone. So really open those knees up, squeezing those bum muscles behind you. Think of what a pert little bum you're going to have after this class. Really opening those knees out to the sides. Whew, keep breathing, keep going, and rest. Well done. Only one more of those to go. It's amazing how squatting gets you out of breath. Okay, let's go. Next round of that. Opening those knees out to the side. Really squeezing those bum muscles. Squeezing the core muscles in as well. Trying to keep the shoulders up. Keep the head up. Good. Keep breathing. Whew. Nearly there. Oh, and we save the best till last. So the last 2 rounds is your toe taps. So we're coming down into squat and then tapping one side, then the other side. So down we go. Keep low and tap, keep low and tap. Try not to lift those shoulders up. We want to make sure that we're keeping low. Working that bum. Yes, you're awesome. Keep going, keep going, keep breathing. Oh yeah, and rest. If Emma was facing the other way, I reckon she'd give me eagles. Right, last round. Tap into the side. You know you can do it. Keep the shoulders up. Try not to lean forward too much. So you're really keeping that work in the bum. Yeah. Keep going. Almost there. How low can you go? And rest. Well done. Right. No. So our rest for this pose, after all that work, is just having one leg, squeezing it into the bum, and then squeezing the other leg into the bum. So obviously stretching out our hip flexors after they've been flexed for that whole round. Okay, the next round is based on down dog. So feel free to keep stretching out your legs whilst I'll show you. We'll do 4 rounds on one leg, 4 rounds on the other leg. And this is really getting into the side bum. So we start in down dog. We extend the leg up. We bring it to the side with the foot flexed. We take it back. We bring it to the side, foot flexed. We take it back. So we're doing 4 on each side. So from this angle, we take it up, we bring it to the side. We take it up, we bring it to the side. Trying to keep the hips as level as possible, so we're not opening the hips up to the ceiling. 4 rounds with the left leg, 4 rounds with the right leg. Get ready. Let's go. So left leg to the side, to the back, to the side. Inhale back, exhale to the side. Make that breath noisy. Inhale back, exhale to the side. This is, round 1's done already. Have a little rest. Whew, 3 more on this side. Round 2, let's go. Remember to pull your core muscles in, because that's also going to help. Reaching it up, exhaling it to the side. Come on, get that breath moving, make it noisy. And rest. 2 more on this side. Okay, let's go. Round 3. Keep that core muscle pulled in. All of the core muscles, there's obviously more than one. Keep the leg moving. And rest. Whew. You might find you can feel it in the standing leg as well as the moving leg. It's a double bubble. Last round on this side. Inhale up, out to the side. Inhale up, out to the side. Keep that moving. Keep the breath going. Good work. Whew. And rest. Okay, so we've got 4 rounds on the other leg. Then we'll have another little rest. Let's go. So right leg. Trying to keep those shoulders and hips as square to the ground as you can. Doesn't matter how high you lift your leg to the side. Relax. It will depend on your range of motion as to how high your leg is. Getting ready. Next round, let's go. Inhale up. Exhale to the side. Keep it moving. Good stuff. And rest. 2 more to go. Get ready. Let's go. Keeping those tummy muscles, helping the movement. Good stuff. And rest. We've got 1 more to get through. You've totally got this. Last 20 seconds. Get ready. Last 20. Let's go. Inhaling up, exhaling to the side. Almost there. Excellent, well done. And we're going to rest in child's pose. It will probably feel quite nice after that to have the knees wide and the hips coming back towards the heels. Allow the head to come down towards the mat. Just have a few breaths there in child's pose. Really stretching out the glutes. Well done, guys. Have a little bit of water if you need. Good stuff. Third exercise. We're back on our feet. Give our wrists a rest. So, again, this one, you guessed it, it's all about bum. We're going to keep our torso forwards on this, coming down into chair. We're doing chair back to crescent lunge toe taps. Forward chair, back to crescent lunge. So it's really going to fire up the glute of the leg that's at the front, rather than the leg that's moving. Keeping the body forward makes your bum have to work harder. If you're up higher, you're using completely different muscles. So we're keeping our shoulders forward in a chair pose position. It's only the leg that moves really. The rest of your body stays still. You can have your hands on your hips, or your hands at heart center. If you really want to challenge yourself, you can have your arms up above your head, because obviously that is then going to increase the amount of friction you've got going on in your bum muscle. So it's up to you, wherever you want to put your hands, or if you want to play with them and put them in different places. 4 on the left, 4 on the right. Let's go. So chair, tap it back, tap it forwards, tap it back, tap it forwards, Keep the breath moving. Good stuff. Nearly there. And rest. Good stuff. Our bum's gonna hurt in the morning. Round 2. Let's go. So tapping it forward, tapping it back. Trying to keep everything else as still as you can. And rest. Feel the burn. Emma, I was really mean because I did the hardest and you just copied me. Next round, let's go. Same leg. Tapping it back, tapping it forwards. Make sure those core muscles are engaged so they're helping you with the movement. Grounding down through the front foot. And rest. Just one more on this side. Okay, get ready, last one this side. Let's go. Nearly there. Maybe give that standing leg a little wiggle. Maybe give the bum a bit of a smack. Ow! Ow! Other side! Come on, let's go! You totally got this. There's only 4 rounds of this left. You're like more than halfway now. Keep that leg moving. Keeping everything else still. And rest. Only 3 left to go now. Make sure you keep those core muscles engaged. Next round, let's go. Excellent, keep that breath moving. Why does this leg feel worse? Rest. 2 more. Okay. Let's go. Pull that tummy muscle in. Pull all the core muscles in. Keep breathing. Keep moving. Nearly there. Well done. Yes, it's burning, but you're doing brilliantly. One more. Let's go. Last one. I mean, it's only 20 seconds, right? It's only temporary. You totally got this. Now we're halfway through this one. Keep those belly muscles in. Keep that leg moving. Almost there. One more. And relax. Well done. Give those leg muscles a little wiggle. Give the bum muscles a little wiggle. Maybe have a drink of water. Okay. You'll be pleased to know the last one's laid on the floor. So, it's obviously still about our bum and not about our bellies today, although your belly will get a workout too, so you know, it's a double whammy. So, the last exercise, you've got 2 options. One is normal bridge. So, arms down by the sides, palms on the floor, and we squeeze and pulse up from bridge. So, we're pulsing at the top of bridge. So that's one option. If you want to work the bum a bit harder, the second option is to take the foot up towards the ceiling, either with the foot flexed or toe pointed, it's up to you, whichever feels best. Come up and pulse with the leg up. which is obviously going to work the opposite bum cheek more than the one that is up. So it's up to you, either pulsing bridge or pulsing bridge with the leg lifted. Obviously, if the leg's lifted, we do 4 on one side, 4 on the other side. So get ready. And let's go. So first round, whichever one you fancy doing, pulse those hips up towards the ceiling. Really pull the core in because that will help support the movement. And think about squeezing those bum cheeks as you pulse up. Keep the breath moving. And rest. Round 1 done. So we have 3 more rounds on this leg if you're doing your legs. Let's go. If you have the leg raised, engage all the muscles in it. The tighter your leg, the lighter the leg is to lift. So it will make it easier for you. Keep that breath moving. Small pulses and rest. 2 down, 6 to go. Whew. Round 3. Really squeeze at the top. Squeeze everything up. Good. Keep moving. And rest. 1 more round on this side if you have the leg raised. Let's go. Keep the leg engaged. Squeeze those bum muscles. Raise those hips. Good stuff. And rest. Halfway. So if you have the leg raised, we're going to switch to the other side. Get ready. Let's go. Make sure those core muscles are still engaged. Make sure the leg muscles are engaged. Keep the breath moving. And rest. 3 more and we're done. Next round, let's go. Good, and rest. 2 more. Think how smug you can feel later. Let's go, next round. Really squeeze that bum. Get those hips lifted. And rest. Last 20 seconds of movement. You've totally got this. Let's go. Keep everything tight in the leg. Pulse those hips up. Squeeze that bum. Almost there. Excellent, and relax, you did it, well done. Hug the knees into the chest. Left hand on left knee, right hand on right knee. And just circle the legs, giving the lower back a little massage. And then take those circles in the other direction. And bring the feet down to the mat, moving the arms that way. And windscreen wipe at the knees from one side to the other side. Maybe stretching the knee away at the end of the movement to get an extra stretch. Good. Couple more each side. And coming back to centre. Centre the feet so that they're parallel with the toes pointing to the bottom of the mat. And then cross the right leg over the left so the ankle is across the thigh. Roll up the shoulders and reach through the gap, lifting the left leg off the floor and clasp around the back of the thigh somewhere. And then gently roll back, so come into figure four legs. Right elbow is resting on the inner right thigh. Maybe have a roll to side. If you need more of a stretch into the glute, then press the elbow onto the inner thigh and pull the left knee closer towards the chest. Use the inhale to back off a little and the exhale to see if you can increase the stretch. Then release that off, switch to the other side. So take the left leg up and cross it over the right thigh. Lift up and reach through the gap, holding around the back of the right thigh on this side, pressing the left elbow into the inner thigh, and then roll back down onto your mat, trying to pull the right knee towards the chest. Maybe rocking from side to side if that allows you to get into the stretch more easily. Inhaling to back off a little, and then exhaling to try and increase the stretch. And then completely let that one go. We're actually going to do a bit of rocking and rolling to come up onto our mat, and maybe all the way over and jump back to plank. Yes! Took you by surprise with that one. Then bring the left foot forwards and come into pigeon. Pigeon is a great stretch for getting into the glute muscles, which we've obviously worked really hard this morning. You can either remain in sitting up pigeon, so normal pigeon, or if you really want to, you can come into sleeping pigeon. But just feel how that changes the stretch in your bum and pick the one that suits your muscles best this morning. And then just have a few breaths here. Excellent. And plant the hands down on the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift up the back knee, so you lift the hips up off the mat, and then step the front foot back to plank, and bring the right leg forwards and sit in pigeon on the other side. And again, have a play to see which gives you the best stretch into your glute, whether you want to say sat up or coming into sleeping pigeon, because one side might be different from the other. Also, if you have knobbly knees like me and it's uncomfortable to keep your back foot straight, you can always stay on your toes with your back foot. And just have a few breaths in pigeon on this side. And rolling onto your right bum cheek, bring the back leg around the front and take it out long in front of you. And then step the right foot up and over and hug around towards that right leg. If you'd like to drop the back hand down to the mat, you can. If you want to take it around the back for more of a twist into the shoulders, then feel free to do that as well. Really trying to keep the spine tall as you twist it around its axis. Then coming back to center, untuck that right leg, taking it out long, and bring the left leg over. Making sure that you're sat upright on both sit bones, hug around towards the left. And again, you can bring the left hand down towards the mat, or wrap it around the back if you want more of a stretch in the shoulders. Keeping the spine tall, trying to twist it around its axis, looking out over your left shoulder. Couple more breaths here. Then unravel that twist. Take the legs out long, making sure they're at the bottom of your mat. Bringing the arms up to shoulder height. Gently and gradually roll down all the way to Savasana. But when you get to that hard bit, stay there for a moment. Increase your strength in that hard bit for a moment. Take a nice big inhale. Really pull in all those core muscles and go that further inch. And then maybe an inch more. And then maybe all the way down to the mat. Let the legs fall open, nice and relaxed. Let the arms come down by your sides, palms face up. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath the torso so they're nice and comfortable. Make sure your lower back is comfortable too. If you have any pain down there, then bring the feet to the mat and let the knees roll in towards one another. And completely relax in Savasana, knowing that you worked really hard this morning. Feel the weight of your body as gravity pushes it into the mat. Completely supported by the ground. Feel the weight of the heels pressing down. The weight of the calves pressing down. The weight of the upper legs pressing down. The weight of the pelvis and the glutes after they've worked so hard, relaxed now and heavy, pressing down into the mat. Notice where the parts of your spine touch the mat, maybe the middle and upper back. The torso is heavy and pressing down into the mat. Backs of the hands pressing down. The forearms and elbow pressing down. The upper arms and shoulders pressing down. The back of the head pressing down into the mat. Completely relaxed. Your whole body pressing down into the mat. Heavy and relaxed. Gently bringing your awareness back to your body. Take a really big inhale. And as you exhale, relax everything down onto the mat. And start to think about moving, maybe taking the head to one side and then the other. Maybe wiggling the fingers and toes or circling through the wrists and ankles. Move your body however it wants to move. Whether you feel like you need a stretch, or whether you want to hug the knees into your belly, or do another twist, or maybe stretch through the side body. Wherever you want to move, move. And then roll over onto your side and come up to seated. And we'll finish with 3 deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you'd like to do lion's breath, then on the exhale, really stretch the chest forward and stick the tongue out your mouth as far as it will go. So let's begin. Thank you for coming and practicing with me today, in person and online. And I hope to see you on your mats again soon, and I hope your bum doesn't hurt too much tomorrow.